What's better than fantasy football? Kyle Fridland, Jake Fridland.
Ain't nothing better than football.
Two brothers talking about the nitty and gritty of the best sport in the world. Welcome to the Fantasy Simpletons Show! Week 14. For some people, this is just a simple bye week. They're enjoying their days. For others, this is their last chance to make the playoffs. And you might need some help. You might need some expert advice. Well, you came to the wrong place, but we'll still give you advice anyways. Week 14 starts and sits.
Yeah. Guys, just called Fantasy Simpletons, not Fantasy Know Everything.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
Know what I'm saying? All right, let's get started. You want to go right into it?
Yeah, let's just do it. Let's do it.
We'll start off with the must-starts for quarterbacks. So usually I try to avoid Thursday Night Football as much as I can because then it can leave this video a little dated sometimes. But sometimes there's just a guy I need to talk about or I feel like I have to talk about. Jared Goff is the must-start of the week at quarterback this week. And I mostly give that down to he's very inconsistent. Some weeks he's very good. Some weeks he's very much not. And you might think he might lean more towards on the bad side because he doesn't have Sam Laporta. We don't know if Amon-Ra St. Brown is going to play.
Right.
Guys are going down left and right. However, that is balanced out. That is offsided by the fact that they are facing the Cowboys.
Yes.
It is.
And the fact that they have JMO.
The fact that they have Jameson, but we'll get more into Jameson in just a bit.
We will.
We will. But I think the certain guys are going to step up. I think the passing game, they're going to rely a lot more on, say, Jahmyr Gibbs. They're going to rely more on Jameson Williams. Hopefully other guys can step up like Isaac Tesla, maybe a little bit of Tom Kennedy action. But yeah, for the most part, I think this is actually going to work out a lot better than people think. I would start Jared Goff this week.
Yeah. I think it's undoubtable, majority of the time, whoever's playing against Dallas, I mean, you got to start.
Yeah.
You got to start that quarterback. They have one of the worst pass defenses in the league. So it's just kind of automatic. And Jared Goff is good. Yeah, he is a little inconsistent at times, but I think this is lining up for him to have a big game, especially, riding, almost going into the playoffs here.
No, absolutely.
Kind of end of season territory. So it's time to shine, time to show them, everyone what this team has to offer. So yeah, I like it. I like that Jared Goff right here.
With Trevor Lawrence and Daniel Jones, I know those aren't like the like big options that you love to start every single week. They're not exactly the names that screams like, ooh, must start fantasy quarterback. But get ready to see the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Colts a lot in these starts for this week. I think the Jacksonville Jaguars are going into a big game against the Colts this week. I think it's going to be a lot more high scoring than people anticipate. Historically, Jacksonville does very, very well against the Colts, regardless of home or away. I think both quarterbacks are very startable this week. Even someone like Daniel Jones, who hasn't had as good of the last few weeks, has cooled down a little bit.
Yeah, no, I get that. I think it could be a pretty competitive game. These are two pretty high-powered offenses. Trevor Lawrence has a guy back in Brenton Strange. He's been doing pretty well since he's been back, and Trevor's been targeting him, so that's a little bit more production there for Trevor. And I'm also, maybe we'll get into this later, but I'm projecting, bounce back week for some of the Colts guys. Some of the Colts weapons. Alec Pierce has always been doing pretty well, but I'm thinking we could see something with that other guy. Who's that other guy?
Michael Pittman?
No. Josh Downs.
Josh Downs? Yeah,
Josh
maybe.
Downs.
I could see Josh Downs doing well.
Yeah, and I really want to see a resurgence game for him, but yeah, could definitely be a competitive game.
Yeah.
Hmm. I like it.
Joe Burrow, recently returned Joe Burrow. Now, this is not as good of a matchup. This is Buffalo. You know, Buffalo's a very good pass defense this season. However, is Joe Burrow. And you're not going to tell me not to play Joe Burrow when he just says, I'm just going to go out there and have fun and play my heart out.
Yeah.
If that's what he says, I'm going to take that mindset. I'm going to take it with it. I'm just going to go all the way for it. It's going to be a competitive game. It's the Bills and the Bengals. They're going to find a way.
Yes. Oof. That's going to be a fun game to watch. That's one of my top rated games to
Yeah.
watch, I think, this week. So I want to see how Joe Burrow is really doing. I mean, we saw him the last game, absolutely killed it, you know. And second game coming off of his injury, let's see it. Let's see what he's got.
Yeah.
You know, they're pushing to go be 500, get to the, get to the wild card spot, right? Make it to the playoffs.
Mm-hmm.
They're not out of contention yet.
I mean, it's going to be tough. They pretty much have to win every game the rest of the season
They
to
do.
have a good shot. But they're not fully out
Possible.
of it.
It's possible.
It will be
Yeah.
interesting because the Bills are also in that spot. Bills are also fighting in the playoffs because they probably lost their chance at the division, so they're fighting for wild card. And
Yeah.
Bo Nix to end it off. Bo Nix, he's on a short leash, man.
Dude.
He's on a short leash. The last time he faced the Raiders, it was the worst game I had ever seen in my life. But this week, I just very cautiously, I'm putting him in this spot. But one more slip up, man.
Yeah, dude. The thing about Bo Nix is every game is competitive, bro.
Yeah.
Like sometimes, you know, it's he's a second half quarterback this year. Really is what he is, and you gotta realize that about him. And I think the Broncos are gonna trample over this terrible Las Vegas team. So I do foresee Bo Nix doing pretty well. I don't really
Yeah.
see him getting stopped very much by the Raiders defense. But yeah, I don't know. I'm predicting another second half crazy throwing game. Like that's just what happens. Like every every
I
game that seems to be.
I think it's going to be Sean Payton ego game. I think his
Mm,
ego might have been hurt in the last game. Even though they won, it was like, man, they did not win good. They did not win in any clean sort of way. So I think he's
yeah.
going to look into this game and just be like, I need to make a statement because I'm Sean Payton.
Mm, dang.
I don't let the Geno Smith led Raiders take me down.
Seriously?
Seriously, no,
That,
no, no,
they're trash.
no.
Trash.
Speaking of
So yeah,
trash, dude, let's move on to the sits.
let's check it out.
Although, and this might be a little bit risky here. Uh, it's been a while since I put a bigger name in the
Hmm.
must sit column. Caleb Williams.
Yeah,
I think I'm just not into the inconsistency anymore. This
dude.
this team will keep winning regardless of if he does well or not. And when he really doesn't do well, it hurts, man.
Sucks.
And I think Green
He
Bay
looks
is gonna.
so bad
I think it's
when he
gonna be a
doesn't do
low
well.
scoring game, dude.
Mm,
I think it's gonna be like nitty gritty, low scoring. Caleb, what is he? He's like 50%, 58% completion percentage on the year, which is not good.
terrible.
For anybody that doesn't
No.
know that, that's not a good stat.
Sucks. Sucks. On a team where he has so many weapons,
Yeah.
it sucks.
Oh, we'll get into those weapons.
Not to
I
mention Green Bay though. Sorry, didn't mean to cut you off there, but
Yeah,
Green Bay has great defense, so
they do.
it's gonna be a tough game, for the Bears.
Yeah. CJ Stroud's got a tough matchup against Kansas City. I just haven't fully bought into him yet. And Sam Darnold. Listen, when this team does well, he doesn't. That's just
Yes.
he's a good in real life quarterback, but fantasy wise, this has always been the fear. that it just doesn't stack up. Even though it looked like it
Yeah.
could be going somewhere earlier in the season, now he's had like 3 straight games of really piss poor performances. He's also
Ugh.
questionable going into this game, so that doesn't help things either.
Right. That is a bit sketchy. Um, and they do have some pretty decent backups on the team if anything were to happen to him in the game he needs to get pulled out. But yeah, man, I agree with you. Like, I love Sam, and I wouldn't trade him for any quarterback out there. I mean, there are quarterbacks I would trade him for, but
Yeah,
you know, he's great on the team. But yeah, fantasy wise, so inconsistent. He has
very
great
inconsistent.
games, and then he'll have like a long stretch of just trash performances, and it sucks. But yeah, dude, I'm actually maybe I can get your help with this. I'm trying to figure out if I should start Sam Darnold. And this is a super flex league. Sam Darnold or Shador Sanders.
Ooh.
Kind of sketchy.
um, dude, I think you have to go with you have to,
Shador's playing the Titans.
but you have to go with Sam, man.
I know,
Dude,
just
I
in
know.
case.
It's
But
just
like,
I don't
yeah,
I'd never forgive you personally if you had to start Shador. If you were in that sort of spot.
dude,
Well,
I'm also like I'm out of contention for playoffs, so I'm just like just kind of messing around. So we'll see.
yeah, we'll see.
But
Hey, have fun with it. I have a
oh,
question for you actually. And before we move on here, I
mm-hmm.
noticed that there's a chance that Jayden Daniels can come back. That's insane to me because I
Mm.
saw his elbow bent. I saw that
Yeah,
thing go the wrong way. The freaking like that, just straight up on the
terrible.
ground. But if he does play in this game, he's playing against the Vikings. With how bad Lamar Jackson has been these last few weeks, so
Mm.
many people are so against playing him. Would you play Jayden Daniels or Lamar Jackson?
Oof. And Washington is playing Kansas City. Dude, it's tough.
I think no. Washington's playing Minnesota.
Oh, sorry. I mean, the Texans are
Yeah,
playing Kansas City. Okay, so I don't know, man. Um, that's a good question. Honestly, I would go with Lamar. I mean, I feel like
mm,
that's similar to Sam Darnold this season. Sam Darnold and Shador. Like, Washington is just not a good team, bro.
they're
This
not
year.
they're not good right now. I mean, technically, if Jane Daniels were to come back, this is the healthiest they've been since like week 1 maybe.
Yeah,
But yeah, I could see that. I'm still sketched out about Lamar this week.
I know.
I know everybody's like, "Oh, he's facing Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh has a bad defense." Well, year to year, the every time the Ravens play the Steelers, they're always like bowling shoe ugly, low scoring games.
Yeah, I think here's the thing though. When Lamar has a good game, he has a good game,
Yeah.
and there's always a chance that he could have a good game. Jaden Daniels, it's just so tough because this season's been so bad for that team. So, yeah, I don't know if I had to choose, it'd be Lamar, but I understand the concern. He's on a pretty bad fantasy streak for points. Ah, are you going? Is that something you're having to choose between?
I might have to this week. Honestly, I'd play Jakobi Brissett.
Oh,
If
that's
I
right. Yeah,
in another league as well, but that's it. So
yeah,
I have multiple different choices, but I'd
over
play
Lamar.
Jakobi Brissett over Lamar this week.
Oof. Yeah, I like. Hey, Jacoby's good. So totally get that.
Jacoby's always gonna Jacoby.
Facts.
Running backs. How about starting running backs? I didn't need to put James Cook on this list. He's proved himself, he's solidified himself, but I don't feel like he's getting enough love right now. For how good he's been for this season, he has been one of the best pure runners in the league this season, and he has proved
Mm.
against my better judgment, against a lot of people's better judgment, that he was worth that money. He was
Yeah.
100% worth that money, and he's
Oh yeah.
facing who? Cincinnati. Expect a massive, massive game from James
Oof.
Cook. It
Worst
should
run
be,
defense in the league.
yeah. If he does not run for an 80-yard touchdown, I will be disappointed. But that's okay. But that's okay.
Yeah. Oh, he's so good, bro. James
Yeah.
Cook.
And then on the other side of the game, Chase Brown, also very startable. Buffalo, great pass defense, bad run defense.
Yes. Totally agree. Totally agree, man.
Dude,
You know who oh, go ahead.
Oh, no, you go ahead. You go ahead.
No, you go ahead.
Nah, you go ahead. Nah.
All right. Wait.
All right.
You sure? All right, I'm going to talk about RJ Harvey, man. Let's talk about RJ Harvey for a sec.
Yeah.
Dude's looking pretty good. Last game, pretty crazy numbers.
Got a couple touchdowns. The only thing that leaves me concerned is he doesn't get a lot of yards on his runs. That's the only thing that's concerning to me, but they give him, without J.K. Dobbins now, he's got all the opportunities. He's in good position to get touchdowns.
Exactly.
So for this week,
that's the biggest thing.
Yeah, I would start him this week because the schedule gets a little tougher going into the playoffs.
Yes, I completely agree. Yeah, and again, Bo Nix is a must start. RJ Harvey's a must start. It's really a matchup thing too, man. When it comes down to it, some people sometimes are like, "Oh, how could you start a QB and a running back? Aren't they betting against each other?" Well, when it comes down to it, bad defenses are bad defenses, and sometimes teams could just have a huge game, and that's kind of what I feel like we're projecting to happen. Right?
Yeah.
Broncos have a big game against the Raiders.
This is going to be a revenge game, dude. And you talked about Shedeur going to Tennessee. How about Judkins at Tennessee?
Yes.
Talk about two powerhouse matchups, dude, going together. One-on-one.
Yeah.
Cam Ward versus Shedeur Sanders.
Ooh.
The rookie matchup we've all been waiting for. But the team's bad enough to where, as long as Shedeur doesn't crap his own pants, Judkins should be able to make it happen. As long as Shedeur doesn't run for 5 yards on a 4th and 26 and then stop and slide.
Dude, yeah. If he puts his big boy pants on in this matchup, I'm projecting, yeah. Dude, the Browns should win this. With the defense they have, with Quinshon, and I like Shedeur. Let's give that man a chance. Better than Dylan Gabriel.
Yeah.
My opinion.
It's not a hot take to say the Browns should win. The Titans should be winless if it weren't for that insane Cardinals game.
Yeah, true.
And Josh Jacobs is Josh Jacobs. Yeah. I don't need to elaborate on that.
He's pretty good.
He's pretty good. But with the sits here, some familiar faces. Tony Pollard. Once again, bad matchup. Don't even consider playing him. One of the lowest ranked starting running backs this year. Woody Marks also has a tough matchup against the Chiefs. So he's always on the edge of playable if it's a good matchup, not playable in a bad matchup. And Kenneth Gainwell is just the worst of two running backs. I would always want to start Jaylen Warren over Kenneth Gainwell in most situations.
Yes. These running backs are laughable, bro.
Dude, they're bad.
Wait, is Jaylen Warren hurt right now? Maybe
I don't think he is. He played pretty well in the last game. They just, every time they put Kenneth Gainwell in, I was ripping my hair out play Jaylen Warren.
Yeah, that's the thing, bro. They do go back and forth, and Kenneth is the pass catching guy, so I get it. But it's funny that he's even on this list because he is technically a backup.
Technically, but they like to give him enough touches and enough leeway to where he can be considered a top 32, top 35 type of running back.
Sure.
But it's
Sure.
just even in a situation where if you have to play somebody, try not to play Kenneth Gainwell.
Mm-hmm.
Any other running backs you've been looking into this week, Jake? Any other like guys that you might be interested in talking about?
Dude, I have been pretty into the other rookie that is in a had a similar um has had a similar role like Woody Marks on the Bears. What's that dude's name again?
Oh,
Blanking off the top of my
Kyle
head.
Monangai.
Kyle Monangai. Dude, Kyle Monangai is good.
Dude,
He's
yeah.
getting that work. And honestly, it is tough because I wouldn't say he's a must start every week because it's just it's a little risky. Um, but I don't know, man. I think as for flex play, like I'd throw that dude in my flex all day. Kyle Monangai, you
Dude,
know?
yeah. He's interesting because there were previous weeks where sometimes he's touchdown or bust. If the Bears are doing well, if they're
Mm,
in the lead, they run him a lot.
yeah,
And he usually does well with his carries. So it's game script. He can either do okay or really good.
sure.
So I can definitely see him as like a, at your own risk flex play. I could see them
Yeah,
leaning more on the run game against Green Bay with the pass game possibly struggling.
yeah.
So
That's true. That's a good
yeah.
option
No, I see that totally working out.
for sure. What about yourself? Anybody?
Dude,
Last second, guys.
honestly, no. No.
No,
No,
you like everyone.
it's just typical guys that I would be like, Kyron every week, even though he got hurt in the previous game, he looks okay enough. He looks like he's still going to take majority of snaps.
Mm-hmm.
Not too many like big matchups I'm thinking of right now. Maybe
Cool.
Seattle. Maybe I'd be interested in seeing what Kenneth Walker and Zach Charbonnet are going to do this week. If it's going to be the same, or if they're just going to try to give Kenneth Walker more touches. Uh,
Yeah,
but it's found a pretty similar pattern for most of the year.
yeah. I think you're right, and I think a lot of the running backs, that we didn't really talk about, it's kind of the same case. It's just like you can kind of know where they're at based on how they've done this far in the season. So
Yeah.
yeah,
Starts for wide receiver. We mentioned him earlier. We're mentioning him again. Jameson Williams.
yes,
So a lot of people may be concerned, is Amon-Ra St. Brown coming back? Is he going to be in this Thursday game? And I'm going to tell you right now, no matter what the outcome is, do not be concerned. The Lions recently, I can't remember who exactly, but they came out themselves and they said they've been preparing this week for Jameson Williams to be the number one. No matter if St. Brown is there or
hmm
not, that's how they've been running practices. That's how they've been running their team. I think even if St. Brown is there, he could either be a decoy or he's just a setup for Jameson Williams to be the primary target for this week.
yes. The coaches really like JMO from everything that's been coming out.
Yeah.
Uh, in preparation for this week, that's what's being said. So yeah, and I mentioned this in our last video, Kyle, we talked about JMO a little bit, but dude averages 20 yards per catch.
He's
Okay,
insane.
guys, it's just that's just how they run him. He's a deep ball guy, and he gets he's a yak guy.
Yeah.
Yards after catch.
You don't need, even in the weeks when he's not as great, you don't need double digit targets. You don't always need, you just need four to five catches. That's all you
Mhm.
need for a good Jameson Williams game because he's likely to get a lot of yards and very likely to get a touchdown on that.
Yeah, exactly. So great guy. Nice matchup.
Yeah.
Who else you got here? You want to talk about Courtland Sutton
Courtland Sutton, man.
a little bit? We
Dude,
talked about Bo Nix.
he is the
Pretty much everyone on this team, huh?
he's the
Almost.
2 minute warning man. All of his touchdowns, all of his best production comes in the last 2 minutes of a first half. The last
Yeah.
minute, Look up every touchdown he's had. The amount of them that will come in the last minute or 30 seconds of a first half of a football game is astounding.
Ridiculous.
I was watching that game. I'm like, there's no way he's going to do it again. There's no way. And then Bo Nix makes that throw as he's falling down. And I'm like, he's there again. It's like clockwork.
It shows you how clutch Courtland is, man. How much they rely on him when, when they need someone to get it done.
Man, it's almost like he should be their wide receiver 1. It's almost like he should be the guy getting 12 targets a game.
Seriously. Dude, and honestly, I think we're going to see a resurgence of this man, going into the rest of season and the playoffs, because he just is better than everyone on the team. That's a given, bro. Troy Franklin has honestly got nothing on Courtland Sutton. And I think that's just statistically a fact.
Dude, speaking of resurgence, if we go back to the Jacksonville-Indianapolis game, Michael Pittman's going to have a good game, but specifically Jakobi Meyers. If you've noticed, like every week he's been getting more integrated into the offense. His points per game have been going up higher and higher. Last week he had 6 receptions, 90 yards, a touchdown. Higher and higher and higher. He's kind of become their number 1 receiver right now, because I don't believe in Brian Thomas Jr. anymore. I'm just being fully honest. But it seems like they needed a guy to step up, because Brian Thomas wasn't stepping up. Travis Hunter is hurt. Now Parker Washington is hurt. Jakobi, he's looking good, dude. He's looking rejuvenated. He's feeling himself right now. I think he's going to have a pretty good game. In this matchup, I think he's going to be a pretty good starter.
Dude, I love me some Jakobi. And the fact that Jakobi's so underrated in fantasy.
Yeah.
He always has been. And I think now people are really starting to realize that, and it's probably due to the injuries rising on the team, but like, he is just so good. And the Jaguars are really starting to use him. And I think that's going to be a theme rest of season and even going into next season, bro. He's just a great veteran wide receiver.
Yeah.
So, don't be sleeping on him.
Yeah. Well, we'll see if they keep him next season. They've now got a lot of pieces there, so they have to figure out who they're going to keep and who's going to move.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah. Olave is Olave. He has actually been surprisingly very consistent. Even when Duvon Vele has a good game, he still has a good game. Speaking of which, nice on you, Duvon Vele. Finally, those draft picks that they gave up for him, they did something with him after all that time.
Yeah, he's one of the highest waiver wire ads this week. So
the oldest second-year player you'll ever see. Like 29 years old.
He's like 28, turned 29. Crazy.
The sits. I rarely ever do this, but I just wanted to put both of the Bears receivers in here. DJ Moore and Rome Odunze. I have both of these guys in one dynasty league. My disappointment is immeasurable. It is, you can never predict who's going to do well week to week. And whoever's not going to be the one that does well, does horrible. And somehow I predict wrong every single time. And I could have expected it from DJ Moore, but from Rome Odunze, he's really not doing good anymore. He started off the season very hot, and now he's just not nearly as good as we thought he could be. And it's super frustrating. It's super annoying. Last week, I'm like, I'm giving him one more chance to start, and he got like 2 receptions for 8 yards. And I'm like, that's it. I don't know if I can play him now. It feels like he's a chain around my neck, and I'm being dragged into the ocean. Dude, at some point, I'm cutting the chain.
You got to cut that chain.
I got to cut the chain, man.
Got to do it, bro, eventually. Yeah, it's tough, man. Dude, I don't know. I've been saying this from the beginning, bro. That offense is just so every receiver on their team plays the same position. Like
Mm.
they can all do it all, you know what I mean? They're all the same. It's I think their offense is too high powered for what they can do. You know,
Yeah.
maybe too high powered for Caleb Williams. I don't know, bro.
Maybe it's
It's
a Ben
just
Johnson symptom. Like when he was with the Lions, you didn't know who was going to do well week to week.
yeah.
So maybe that's part of it, but I don't know.
I don't know because it's like also it's tough with these two guys too because Luther Burton is kind of on the rise, so he's taking targets away, you know, but he's not doing well enough in fantasy for him to be started, Luther
No.
Burton. So it's like, and also Courtland, not Courtland, Colston
Colston
Loveland.
Loveland?
So it's like you can't really start any of these guys if they're just gonna throw it
No.
all around. But anyways,
And then Jerry Jeudy. He's Jerry Jeudy.
mhm,
He's number 50. I believe in the league that I look up. He's number 58 on the year in receivers.
dude,
Who are actually? Let me look up. Who are some of the guys doing better than Jerry Jeudy right now?
Romeo
Um,
Dobbs probably.
guess who's in head of guess who's in head of Jerry Jeudy on the season?
Dude, let me guess. Let me guess.
Dude, you won't be able to get this.
No, no, I got this. I got this.
There's no chance.
No, 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 check me out. What team? What team?
Niners.
There's no way it's Ricky Pearsall.
Kendrick Bourne.
Dude, that makes sense actually.
It's
He was doing pretty well.
2 games maybe.
Yeah, for like 2, 3, 4 games maybe.
That's it.
Dang, that's crazy.
Tez
But I mean,
Johnson, Tez Johnson, Malik Washington, Demario Douglas, Xavier Worthy.
dude, the thing is, I mean, everyone was saying this too, you know. Once Flacco left, the offense is pretty much dead. The run game is all they have. It sucks. And I think Shadur could change things. But honestly, yeah, dude, the last few games, Jerry Judy's been doing this to himself.
Mm.
You know, some of the targets he's been getting, he's been having, but hasn't capitalized on them. You know what I'm talking about. We were talking about that play that he got the ball punched out of his hands. Did he? I don't think he got that reception in fantasy.
I think it
Or,
was registered as a fumble.
hmm, yeah.
Man.
I don't know what it is, but yeah, he's a terrible wide receiver one.
He's a terrible
So
wide receiver 1, 2, maybe even not a good wide receiver 3 at this point. He's
at this
just not
point,
playable.
yeah.
Nah, dude, but how about hey, tight ends though? Let's
Let's get
finish it.
into
Let's
tight
finish it off
ends,
with the tight ends. Tyler Warren. I just wanted to show a
bro.
little bit of love. I haven't talked about him in a
Show
while.
some love,
Show some love. He's going up against Jacksonville. He's gonna be good. He's gonna be
dude.
good. Don't even
He's
worry about it. He's gonna be good.
dude. He's a must start every week, bro.
Exactly.
Okay, it's to be expected at this point.
I think every now and then there's some names starting to pop up. Like maybe you picked up certain guys. Darren Waller's a start this week. This is going to be the first start on his path to greatness as he carries your season and wins you your league. Calling it right now. But
I hope that doesn't bite you in the butt, bro. I hope he
oh,
doesn't.
it totally won't. It totally won't. No, it totally won't. In the same way that I'm
As
going with
long as
Brenton
he,
Strange, baby.
dude, Brendan's back. He's back.
Brenton. I
We
love
love some
him.
Brendan.
He's
He's good.
probably one of my personal favorite fantasy players that I just love. He's not even that amazing. I just
Yeah,
love him. I want the best for him.
dude, it's literally him and Jakobi Meyers doing everything on the team.
Yeah.
Like it's just is what it is. But yeah, he's back
Have you ever noticed that
better than
once he
ever.
came back, all the excitement around the Jaguars just came right back up again?
I did notice that.
It's one
Yeah.
man.
Yeah. No, he's good. But dude, honestly, I need to address this. Okay,
Yeah.
Mason Taylor's on this list. All right, it's honestly, it's an interesting play. I would not say he's a must start. Did you forget the name of the title, Kyle? It's called Must Starts.
Hey,
I
listen,
don't know if you
listen,
saw that.
listen. I know the names. I know the names of what is there. I will not take away what I have said. And what I will say here is that every now and then, sometimes I see must starts as like a land of opportunity. And every now and then I find a player where I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna give him a chance when no one else is gonna give him a chance. And I have a good feeling about a player. I think he is a good player. I think he's a good tight end that has just been stuck in a bad offensive system with a
Mm,
quarterback that's more of a running back than he is a quarterback.
fair.
With the change to Tyrod Taylor, him coming in, I think there's going to be more consistency in the passing game. I think he's going to realize who his best receiving targets are. And I think he's going to look at Mason Taylor, and I think this might not be a bad game for him. Now, this is essentially, I'm giving him a chance. If he doesn't do well, he's not coming back. This ain't a comeback for him. But one time, I want to give him this opportunity. Make a name for yourself, son.
Yeah, fair enough. And honestly, he does get the touchdown looks.
Yeah,
We were talking about this off camera, but he does. He had a look, what, last week? He almost caught a touchdown, right?
yeah,
So that's always good. And that's what you want out of a tight end. I mean, out of any player, but
yeah. And then Jawan Johnson, he's consistent. He's a nice little consistent guy. He's decent.
yeah, he is.
But let's finish this off with some of the tight end sits here. And this pains me to put, but I put Oronde Gadsden as my main sit this week for tight end. He has kind of really fallen off in the last few weeks in terms of targets, in terms of yards. This offense, and I kind of expected this could happen once Joe Alt was eliminated from the lineup. The passing game has taken kind of a step down. They don't look as strong offensively at the moment. And to top it all off, not only are they facing the Eagles, but Justin Herbert might not even play. He's currently questionable right now, and it's currently up in the air if he's going to play in this game or not. So I think there's just too much going against him for me to look at him and be like, it's the final week if you're trying to make the playoffs. I just don't know if I want to put all my eggs into the Gadsden basket when I have other options at my disposal.
Fair. And you know what? They say that jeez, I'm forgetting the name of so many guys today. They say that Omarion might be back. Do you think that might affect Gadsden's play at all? A little bit?
I mean, it will affect Kamani Vidal's play, but I don't know if it will directly affect Gadsden. I think they run their offense in a way where the run isn't as effective. It is separate to the pass. I don't think one directly affects the other. I think the game plan stays the same. Maybe some catches because he can. Hampton can get some catches out of the backfield.
Yeah.
But yeah, it will be confusing. There's just so many options still right now.
There are.
But some of the other people are like Evan Engram. Don't be fooled, man. Evan Engram had a good game. That's fool's gold. As Cam Newton would put it, fool's gold.
Yeah.
Don't give him that shot. And TJ Hockenson.
Yeah. TJ.
Hey man, you can call me a professional hater. You can call me I'll be the conductor of that hate train. Don't stop playing this guy. I don't know how many times I have to say when he's being played in 30 to 40%, started in 30 to 40% of leagues. I don't get it. What has he done? What has he done this season?
No, whole lot of nothing.
Whole lot of nothing.
No, dude, yeah. I feel like people get caught up in what these guys have done in seasons past, you
Yeah.
know? And you got to look at it in terms of they don't have Sam Darnold. They don't have decent QB play. All right now. Um, so yeah, he's not startable, and it sucks because he's so good. I think he's a great tight end, but the gameplay hasn't been there for him, so it
No.
hurts. But it is what it is.
But that will do it. Thank you so much to everybody that watched this episode with both me and you. You can you can follow us on Instagram, on TikTok, on X, where we post many stuff weekly. You can listen to us on Spotify and on Apple Podcasts. Jake, anything you want to add or say before we go off the air?
See, should we hit him with this? Follow us right down below. Yeah. I mean, no, just thank you guys again for tuning in. Anyone that's made it this far. Anyone that's, that we dragged in from the waiver wire videos.
Yeah.
I'm a part of this thing too, guys. Right? It's not just Kyle. Kyle's the face of the operation, but hopefully you like my commentary. Anyways, just kind of rambling here. It's been fun, doing this little podcast video here. Catch us in the next ones.
Yeah.
They're gonna be fun. They're gonna be interesting.
We have a video coming out
And
as well that's going to be talking about league winners.
yes, and that'll be good.
That'd be good.
I'm excited for that one. But yeah, leave us a comment or 2 or 3, whatever you guys want to do.
Spam
Yeah.
us. We can take it.
Oh yeah, of course.
Yeah. In a
But
complex fan. What? I'm trying to do an outro here.
Go for it.
In a complex fantasy world, just remember to stay simple. God bless everybody.